welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Aspire to inspire arts and crafts. Today what I'm going to show you is how to make this template. Now I had a few requests on how I made this tag. So I'm going to make the template because that's all you need to make this tag. So let me show you how I made this. What you need is a 5.5 to 10.5 piece of paper, okay? 5.5 to 10.5. Okay, once you have that measurement, then the next thing you want to do is you want to measure this at the right side of the page of the paper at 2.5. Okay, and or else you could do it this way. This is 1, 2.5. See, here's the half. I went a little bit too high on the half here. Okay, so there's the half. You could do it that way. You can measure it this way. Okay, so 1, 2.5. Okay, the next thing you want to do is you want to measure the top here, the left side, and you want a half. So here's the square, and all I need is the half. So I'm just going to mark it right here, and then the next one I need is to score this. Let me use the big one. Okay, you need to score like 3.5. Where's my 3.5? Right here. And then at 7. Right here. Okay, so what you have now is three sections that equal part of 3.5. This is 3.5, this is 3.5, and then this is 3.5. So that's all you need. So the scoring, all you need to do is the 3.5 and the 7 inches. 3.5 inches in for the scoring, and then from the 3.5 you go 7 inches and score, and that gives you equal parts. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is measure. You can use the ruler, but I'm going to do it the easy way. Here's my scoring right here, and I'm just going to go in and do the other half inward. So I did the inward this way and this way. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to mark this at 5. Now 5 inches going up. Okay, but since we know that this is 5.5, I'm just going to do the top part and measure that. Okay, so there's my top, and here's my half. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Here's my top of the 0, and here's my half. Okay, oops, should do it more closer to the edge. Okay, so there you have it. So the next thing, oh wait, I was way off. Can't even see that good. So here's the 3.5 right here. The scoring is right here, right? Am I correct? Yeah, the scoring is right there. So I need the half to be right here, and not over there. Okay, so now that you got the 5 inches going up, and then the half going in, then what you could do is you could get your ruler and connect this marking to this marking. Okay, And then you could do the same over here on this side. Connect this marking to this marking. And then you get the 5 inches that we made here, the mark. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect that to the 2.5. Okay, here's the 2.5. And so I'm going to mark that. Okay, so all you do now is just cut this. It's preferably that you use cardstock. I'm using just a regular paper just to show you that you can make a template and you can hold on to your template for future reference. And so I did this by measurements, but if you have a 3 card, a 3 tag that's already connected together, then you save all the measurements, and all you do is just line up this with whatever size you want on here, and that's all you do. And you cut off the other tags that are here. So what I did is I folded mine from the left, the 3.5 to the left, the 3.5 scoring, and then the 7 scoring to the right. And that gives me my template, my tag, and the folding that goes in front of it. And then here's the opening. Now, if you want it the other way around, all you have to do is turn this around. Now you have the 3.5 scoring over here, and then you go to the right, and then the 7 score, the 7-inch score, you go to the left. And there you have your template. I must have cut it. Oh no, I did it right. There it is. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now I'm just gonna do a quick flip through on the tag that I made. Okay, so I started this way. Oh, now also, when you use a cardstock, you could print it on both sides, and all you have to do is just decorate it on both sides. If you want to just do one side like I did, I copy the back of this, and then here I didn't. I left it blank so I could do my my decoration here on this front. So what I did is I did what you call a collage strip, and these 2 colors are the same but different size as far as length. All of these are different size. And then I use a book. I think this is a dictionary, advertisement. And then when it comes to the printed page, you could use 2 different kinds, or you could use the same one. That's a preference you would have to make. Now this color complements these 2 colors. So you get a color that complements the top and the bottom color. And so that's what I did. I chose turquoise. Now, the next thing, what you should do, which I didn't do, and I'll explain that, is that after you're finished with this, before I talk about that, make sure that you distress your strips, because your strip separates each strip. Okay, And so you do that. And then when you're going across, make sure that you stop here for this. And then you do this one next, and then this one next. Or you could start this way. It doesn't matter which way you start, but make them separate. So this way the folding could be easy for you. Okay? So as I was saying, now before you put you start gluing your fussy cuts and your ephemeras or whatever you're going to put on here, your images, make sure, what I did is I stamped Archival ink with the script stamp that I have, and I just went in here and lightly went over this. And then what I didn't do is I didn't do the distress paint, which is called Broken China, and put it in the back first. If you're going to do some sprinkle of white or black, do it then, or the gold, do it then, and not after the fact. So just go ahead and do what you need to do on the background first, okay? So I did mine reverse, but I still like the way it came out. So the first thing I did here is with this chicken here, with these 3 chicks, I put them on cardstock, black cardstock. Once I put them on black cardstock, I went with a pencil and I outlined it before I cut it, so I could follow the outline and cut this. It makes it a lot easier for you to do your fussy cut that way with the cardstock than it is to try to eyeball it. And so that's one thing just to keep in mind. Now, all I did was put a writing script behind here, distress it, and put a nice image here. And I did the same here, a writing script in the image here, and here too, in the writing script back here. I did them into text. They're not pockets. This is glue this way, this is glue that way, and this is glue straight ahead. Okay? So, but before you do all that, if you want the sewing, do this before you start doing the eyelids. Okay? This you don't want to do right away. You want to make sure you get everything you want on the background before you start putting your eyelids or your decoration. So that's what I did. I did my sewing all the way around on individual tags. Okay, this is a tag, but I just cut the top part, and so is this. Okay, so that's how you do that. Now, so then I just got my other ephemeras, stamps and tags, and I just put them on here, glued it on. That's it. And fussy cut all of these and just put them in here. Okay. Now to do the eyelids, I punch hole right here on the left side, and then I wrapped around with the string. Now this string is 17 inches long, and I went around it twice after I put the eyelid, and then I tied it in the back with a square knot. And I did the same to this one, and I put the knot in the front, square knot, and this one too. So that's it to this part. Now on the back, since it's already been printed out in the color that I wanted, this is turquoise. This is Tracy's member freebies, and so I chose the turquoise. And so again, you can see the sewing from the front on the back side. Now I did the same thing with the chicken, and I did the distress paint Broken China, and I did it on the chicken, so you see the blue kind of messy, but that's how I wanted it. And then you see a writing script that I attached to the back of the chickens, and I put that stamp there. Now behind the chicken, the 3 chickens, I added this card from the last year's Tracy Fox digital kit, and then this one. This is part of this group here, the digital kit. And see, I didn't outline the black cardstock, and so when I was sewing it, I did too close to the duck, so then I had to do that. I had to clean it up. I did the same thing to the hat. I did a little bit of the black hair, but still not a good job. So it pays to do the outline when you glue the image on the black cardstock to fussy cut the black on the background. So as you could see, but I like it anyway. So I left it this way because it didn't bother me. But if it bothers you, all you have to do is do it again. Get a black cardstock, put this the image that you have if you did it wrong like I did, and then just get the same image and lay it over it. That's all you have to do. It'll just make it puff up, and that's good because it'll give it the 3D dimension on it. But I didn't want to do that, so I just left it alone. Now to do this distress here, all you have to do is bend the paper and distress it, and then bend it the other way and distress it. So that's how you get that effect, okay? Here and there. Now this stamp, I don't know if it was already cut or I cut it or if it printed like that. I'm not too sure, but I glued it on there. But I made sure I glued another image on the back, and this is number 2 stamp, and I put it in here so that when you look in the front, you have at least an image, number 2. Okay, so but this is the number 6 that I am working on that day, and so that's why I picked number 6. You'll see the Archival in the back and the ink that I just kind of used it with my fingers here and there. These are all stamps, all is calm, and the same here. A script, a postal ticket, and a stamp, a circle here, and then the fussy cut of this bird and the partridge bird. I like this because it complements the turquoise on the back, and then these 2 tags, a ticket and the tag, and that's it. So that's how I made my decoration to this tag. Now you have a template, so you could you keep a template with you, and so whenever you want to make this again, you have it as a reference. And that's what I do. Whenever I make something, I make a template, and I have a stack over here in a box of my templates, so that whenever I want to do that same project, I'll just pull it out, and then I can look at it and start doing my project. Okay, now the string that's tied in the back, I brought it forward because it holds these 2 fussy cuts, and I just put it behind the 2 strings, and then I put it on the side here. Now, if you want to add more on here, you could put a tag here and give it a decorative look, or here. So, or you could put a card here or here. You could put a letter here or here. So you have options, and the possibilities are endless. So, so that's it. I would like to thank all of you who took the time to look at my video. Thank you. I know that time is precious. I try to make this as quick as I could so that at least you have the template, and then you could start decorating it the way you want. So thank you. Happy anniversary. well, there's some that are celebrating anniversary. We're going to have 44 years of marriage coming the 19th of January of this year. So yeah, that's how long we've been married. And so that's why I said happy anniversary. But happy New Year's, that's what I wanted to say. And I hope that you're all in good health. And if you make one, tag me so I can see it, because I love to see projects that are being done. So, yeah, just tag me so I can see yours, how you created yours. And maybe you have a little twist to this. I know that this template is not new. A lot of them use it to close it off and make a pocket here, and then they close off the second one to make a pocket there, and they have a pocket and a pocket, and then they decorate this, and then they make another pocket here in the back. But I didn't make mine into pocket. I wanted to make it into an accordion, so that's why I didn't seal off these parts. But it's out there. It's not new, but I gave it a twist to it. Maybe somebody else did too, and I don't know about it. But this was what came to my mind when I made mine. Okay, so happy crafting, and I'll see you next time, maybe with another video. Okay, bye-bye.